looking like our first map. It's looking like it's gonna be Krakoa. But realistically, I'm looking for the boys to play some on pace, play some really good comps. I'm wanting a win from the Spartans here. I'm wanting a win. I've been keeping up with these boys since they started, and I'm excited. We about to lock it in. We about to show what we made of. So they're about to look at starting. Looks like they're having a little bit of a difficulty trying to figure out what map we're gonna start on here. I believe the rules state that we play on domination first, but realistically, I'm not too certain. Not too certain at what's really going on here. But realistically, kind of what I'm looking for from the boys, I'm looking for some kind of like streamlined play. I'm looking for a lot of holding a really good angle, holding a really good bunch of space. I'm looking for them to just capitalize on any picks that they get. I know the boys have been practicing really hard. They've been in here grinding, and so I'm ready to watch them get to work and ready to watch them start putting belt to booty. So hopefully we can get started a little bit here. Ooh, let me pull up the chat too. My fault. What's up, chat? What's up, chat? I see my boy Mason's in the chat. What's up? Welcome in. Anybody that's just tuning in, we here. We playing rivals. We're playing up against Florida International. And yeah. Okay, yeah, so first map is going to be Hellfire Gala Krakoa. It's going to be domination. Hold on, let me throw out the stream info.
Sorry, y'all. That was some range.
All right. What's up, chat? All right, we're looking at bands here. So far, they've got Loki band, we got Gambit band. Now they're looking for some saves. So far, I'm kind of liking the structure of the comp that they're looking at. They're looking at some Strange, some Namor. Okay, we save Moon Knight. I like it. Meepster's real nasty on the Moon Knight. I'm really liking it. Let's see who they're gonna save on their team. Now I see that we've got triple DPS. Okay, they saved Elsa. That's gonna be interesting. I know the team's had a little bit of struggles with Elsa in the past, but I mean realistically, I think that they've been locking it in. They've been looking for ways to take dubs. Ooh, the Invis ban coming out. That's very smart. That's very smart from Florida. Okay, we banned Phoenix. I like it. I like it. I like it. Phoenix is really, really strong right now. Is doing so much damage, so much area control, all for the price of free 99. So we're not really liking it. We saved the Storm too. It's looking like Smooth plays a lot of Storm, so I'm really hoping that we get to see some Storm. I really like Storm, especially with the Jeff combo. The Jeff and Storm team up with their ults and stuff is just awesome. Little Sharknado going in. Hashtag not sponsored. Oh, they save Punisher. I mean, as long as we don't pick Groot or anything, I think realistically we should be okay. They banned... Oh, they banned the Jeff. It's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But, I mean... That's what, 4 support bans? Wow. We're looking at some real interesting bans here. Ooh, they banned Bucky out. It's kind of what I like to see. I like to see the Bucky ban. I know that Bucky's been kind of dominating the meta recently, at least from what I've seen. He's been doing a lot of damage, just putting in a lot of work, all for free. Especially, it's about the same as Moon Knight, but requires just a little more finesse. But with that little extra finesse, they can just run worlds. Alright, looks like we're going with a Doctor Strange and Rogue tank comp. Which honestly, I like to see it. I like to see it. I like seeing the kind of main tank off tank. Kind of reminds me of just real old like hero shooter like metas. Running double tank, running a shielder and an off tank, just going around beating people up. That's what I like to see. It's looking like it's going to be pretty hefty brawl coming out of USC Upstate today. And hey, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at that at all. Brawl's one of the most fun things to watch. Now, we are on the Namor, which I'm a really big fan of, because I feel like Namor also does a lot of damage. I mean, you start getting them headshots, you start putting your turrets down, and it's just bad news for the enemy team. Okay, we see that they've got a Deadpool of Groot. So they save Punisher, but are playing Groot. That's kind of odd to me. Oh, that's a really, really big pick onto the Elsa, but the Groot gets a trade out onto the Luna. All right, we're looking at playing a little bit passive here. I would like to see the boys play just a little further back, just playing to your strengths. Now, oh, that's a big pick by Meepster. He gets the Moon Knight. Is that an ult already? Oh my God, they get the Groot. Let's go, boys. That's a fantastic 3-piece coming out of USC Upstate for the first fight. Oh, and the Namor gets a pick onto the Elsa right out of spawn. Oh my God. We're looking good, boys. We're looking good. We got 2 ults coming up. We got the Doctor Strange ult coming up. We've got the Cloak ult coming up. All we need to do is just kind of play a little on the pokier side. If we can get picks with that Namor again. Ooh, they're on the Strange now instead of the Groot. That's a really, really good pick for them. Ooh, they locked the Strange down. Deadpool's walking out. I think he might have popped ult there. I'm not certain. All right, we're looking for a big. That's a big stun, but oh, he gets frozen. I think they're just gonna have to give this here. They're down 3. They're down 4 now. But that was really good progress. 60% out of USC Upstate on the first push. All they have to do is just kind of counter push this back. Oh, and they get the stagger onto the Namor. That is really unfortunate. The Namor realistically just needed to get out there. But it's okay. It's okay. We've got 2 ults. We've got 2 more coming up. We're looking at the Namor ult that can realistically be used to get a pick or 2. We've got the cloak ult, so we can just walk into spawn. The rogue ult's about to come out. Oh. They knock him out of the. They knock the Punisher out of the turret. We're looking at rogue ult. We're looking at the move. Oh God! But Florida gets 2. They get 3. Oh God! And the Luna ult pops. This is terrifying for our boys at Upstate. Oh, but they bring it back though. They get 2 picks. 1 to the Luna, 1 onto the Doctor Strange. All they have to do is just keep this momentum going. That Elsa is half HP. We're looking at poking out this Punisher. Oh, but they get the ults. Hey, but right now the points are almost tied. They're 60 to 64. Florida is looking a lot better. They get the pick onto the Deadpool. This is really, really good. They're playing at a very, very neutral game here. All we have to do is just kind of slowly walk on the point. We have some ults. We've got pressure. We just need to chill out. Oh God, is Meepster gonna get? Oh, Meepster gets picked by the Elsa. That is just unfortunate. He was just a little too far here. Realistically, I would love to see us just use the Namor ult and just push up, kind of slow but methodically here. We put the Namor turrets down. I'm really looking for an ult here. I think if we just use a Namor ult here, we immediately get a lot of value here. That's a massive Luna ult. Huge whale coming out, and they get 3. USC Upstate gets 3 picks onto the. Oh my God, they get 4 or 5. All they've got left is the cloak, and that is a team kill from USC Upstate at 99% on the point. That's what we like to see out of the boys. We've got a pretty good ult economy going here. We've got the Strange ult. We've got the Moon Knight ult. We're looking very, very close to the Rogue and the Cloak ult. All we have to do is just play it slow, hold this defense, and that's gonna be a sub-map 1 take for the USC Upstate boys. Oh, this is some really, really good poke damage out onto. I would love to see it. Oh, that was a massive pick onto the Elsa. They knock it down. We drop the Moon Knight ult. That's 3 picks, 4 picks out of Meepster. They get almost all of them off of the point. And I think we're about to cap that there. And that's going to be first round to the boys at USC Upstate. Well done. They played phenomenally. All they have to do is just continue this momentum. They take Cradle. They're going straight to Carousel. All we need to see is just that exactly. They can just reel back a couple of the mistakes that they were making, and realistically, we're going to be perfectly fine. We're going into this with 2 ults, essentially just on the board. We're looking at the Namor ults at 0.5%. We're looking at the Luna Snow ult coming up hopefully pretty soon. I know Luna can build her ult pretty quick, especially with just the amount of output that she's got. But that was a phenomenal first round from the USC Upstate boys. I would love for us to play a little further back, so that way we don't have like 2 people getting caught out there and we end up losing a bunch of the percentage. But realistically, they played great. They played great angles. They held spawns. They were just playing phenomenal. And I'd love to see them do that again on this round too. All right, looks like we're about to get into it. We're looking for the exact same comp, which I can't be mad at. I mean, we looked at a really, really strong showing from this current Brawl comp that they're running. Now this point gets a very, very mixy, as there's so much high ground just all around. They can just position. They went onto the Hela and the Namor pick. They're looking to control all of this space around the point and just poke at our boys from afar. So realistically, what we need to do. Oh my God, Upstate gets 2. We get 3. The Hela gets 2 in return though. Oh, they picked the Deadpool. They picked the hell out. Our Namor gets traded by their Namor. And there down goes their Namor, and that's going to be a first point capture for USC Upstate. I would love to see our boys just set up around the point, make sure that they can't take any insane like flank angles. I would love to see some real angle control around here. I like that Ankh right over on the wall, sitting there right where the Doctor Strange was holding. They gave up a lot of space here though. I'm not a big fan of this, but they're about to have the Moon Knight ult. They have 3 ults up right now. They use the Moon Knight ult. They almost get one. One of them they're very, very low. This is really, really good damage. Oh, that's a massive stun. But the Upstate boys get 2. Oh, we looked at a cloak ult. We've got a cloak ult on the point. We've got a cloak and dagger ult just sitting on the point. It looks like the Hela might be trying to go up for a. Yes, the Hela is up in ult. Oh, this is a phenomenal play. The Upstate boys get 2. They trade out the cloak, but it's fine because they get the Strange. They're gonna. Ooh, are they gonna stagger this Luna? Oh, and they stagger the Luna. That's a fantastic play from the boys. We're looking at a lot of ults here again. We've got 2 up. The rogue ult is coming up. We're looking at the Moon Knight ult coming up in half. It would be really, really nice if we had a Namor ult here, but realistically, it's not going to do too much. They're going around on this flank angle. It looks like they're 6-manning it though. We have a really, really good just look at this. We can just stare at them. Oh, that's a massive Doctor Strange ult. It takes so much space to get 1 kick. They will get 1 kill on the Strange. Upstate boys get the Upstate boys get 5. All that is left is the Hela. And they stagger the Hela out. That is a phenomenal play from the boys. That is looking like it's about to be a map win. That sounds like right behind me there's a map win for USC Upstate on Krakoa. Well done, boys. That is a massive, massive map win. All they have to do is just keep this heat up. Keep moving all of this momentum. Keep moving with all of what they're doing. And they're looking at a really, really good series here. Well done to the boys. Meepster gets the MVP on the Moon Knight. Well done to Meepster. It's currently 1-0 USC Upstate. If we look at the scoreboards right now, Meepster with a massive 15k damage, 10 final hits, 25-5. That is fantastic out of Mitch right there. Additionally, we're kind of looking at the heals. We're looking at the Cloak and Dagger. Cloak and Dagger's got 18,000 healing. The Luna Snow has 9. It's not bad though. Luna Snow has a lot of utility, a lot of really good potential to just do some damage, control an angle. You can hold things with freeze. You've got a really fantastic ult. It looks like Florida is picking Central Park for their next map. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to Central Park, which is a convergence map. I think realistically what we're gonna see here is they're gonna try to they might try to do something with the about the Doctor Strange and about the Moon Knight. They might try to get the Namor out, but realistically I feel like on this map especially, they want to get this Florida wants to get this Moon Knight out ASAP. No, Rocky. They banned the Rogue first? Wow. Hey, that's a big shout to Jelani though. They ban out his Rogue ASAP on the next map. Okay, we save the Moon Knight and we ban Gambit. That is a fantastic play from the boys. I really, really like the save the Moon Knight here. Meepster's been cooking on this Moon Knight pick. Let's see who they're going to save on the side of Florida. They save the Elsa. That's really surprising. I don't know if Elsa's better on convergence than she is on domination, but realistically, the Elsa was not doing them any favors on the last map. So I'm very surprised to see the Elsa save. I don't realistically think that our boys are going to ban out the Elsa. So I'm really kind of confused by that save. Are they gonna be able to pick up that Elsa? They banned the Doctor Strange. I figured there. The Doctor Strange pick for our boys was just doing a lot of heavy lifting, really, really great ults. That shield was fantastic. They ban out the Hela on the side of USC Upstate. I really, really like that. They can't swap off of the Elsa onto the Hela anymore. Actually, I think the Elsa player might have swapped onto the Namor. We saved the Invis. I really, really like to see that. Torian is a fantastic Invis player. They saved the Phoenix on the side of Florida. I personally like that pick out of Florida because realistically, we banned the Phoenix and we haven't seen if they play Phoenix at all. So they could be playing a very, very heavy damaging composition here with the Phoenix. They've got the Elsa, and you can't realistically shield it. We're looking like we're gonna have to go for like a Moon Knight or maybe. Oh, and the Cloak and Dagger gets banned. That's a pretty interesting ban out of Florida. The Cloak and Dagger was doing a lot of heavy lifting, but I realistically think that we were looking very, very good on the Cloak. I don't hate that ban. And we ban Bucky. All right. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna stay on the Namor. We're gonna stay on the Moon Knight. We're going to the Invis. We're looking for the tank pool and Magneto. Hey, we've got Luna Snow. We got Smooth going back on the Luna Snow. We've got the Emma Frost. I like to see that. I'm a real big fan of the Emma Frost pick here. Now, I'm not the most familiar with this map, but I do know that there's a lot of high ground and a little bit of flanking potential on this map. So, I think our boys can kind of try to expect a little bit of dive coming out of Florida. I'm not sure if that's anything that they play, but realistically, I mean, there's so many angles that you can take to try to challenge this point here. So I realistically think that they might go for maybe something to do with like a Groot Thor, a Mag Thor. They could go, instead of the Thor, they could go tank pool, they could go strat pool even, and just commit to dives. Let's see what we get out of Florida Blue here. Okay, that looks like an Emma. That looks like a Deadpool. That looks like probably a tank pool. This Namor is sitting on a very, very good high ground spot. I really like to see that out of Gustav. Oh, they've got the Rocket Raccoon. They've got the Phoenix. They've got the Elsa. They've got Invis. I do like the Invis picks coming out of both teams, as that's very, very good against the oh my god, Emma gets chunked out here, but they get two on the side of USC Upstate. Rocket gets the res off from his little BRBs, but it's a Moon Knight immediately pops the ult. We look for a Deadpool ult. That's one kill. We got the Emma. We're looking really, really good at holding these defenses here, coming from the boys. It's not looking like this Phoenix is doing super, super much, despite a lot of our boys being very, very grouped up. The Phoenix is looking, oh my god, he knocks the Phoenix off of the map. That's an amazing play out of Torian on the Invis, knocking her just completely off the map, and now she's just stuck in spawn. I don't think she can try to take that angle again. We've got the Invis ult. That's fantastic for the boys, especially considering the Moon Knight ult is coming up soon. So is the Namor ult. Again, this Namor is on such a perfect spot. He's controlling this entire high ground. This Phoenix is going up to challenge him, but he gets the bubble out. Oh my god, it's 3 picks out of USC Upstate, but the BRB gets the revive onto one. It gets it onto the Invis. It's fine. They get the pick onto the Elsa. We're looking at the Phoenix here. The Phoenix is absolute in the back, going towards their spawn. This is really, really good poke damage out of Moon Knight. I really, really like this, especially considering he's holding on to the ult. We have 4 ults up, and 2 of them are at over 0.5% of the way. We look at the Moon Knight ult. The Moon Knight ult, he throws down the Ankh. He's getting a lot of damage, and he's controlling a big lane here, coming straight out of their spawn. That's a massive Deadpool ult. We're looking straight. We just need to use a lot of our util, that's 2 picks for USC Upstate. They get a support and they get one of the DPS. The Elsa comes back online. They get the Luna on the side of Florida. That is really not good. We're gonna have to look for a backpedal here. We just back up a little bit, and I think that, oh, they're breaking the amp. Oh god, but they get 2 picks, 3 picks on the side of Florida. They might end up taking this point here. The Namor goes down. It's just the Luna Snow. I think you just have to give this point. That's a really, really good hold out of USC Upstate, though. That is a minute left on the clock for Florida. They're gonna get a little bit of time. Are they gonna be able to hold? The Luna goes in with ult but they don't touch in time. They just need to back out here. It's only 3.5 minutes, though. They can hold this very, very well. If they're holding that spawn angle very well, they can definitely hold it. The Emma ult comes out on the side of Florida. We're just not looking good for the Emma. The Deadpool goes down, so does the Moon Knight. We're looking at a bunch of ults being used here. USC Upstate goes down, everybody. Wow. That's an insane play out of Florida here. And it's realistically not coming from any swaps. They just used their ults, but it's fine. We're looking at 2 ults, a third coming up on the side of Upstate. All we need to do is calm it down, kind of find our pacing again, and just play it slow. We might be able to Moon Knight ult this point, or that high ground that the Moon Knight is currently challenging. Oh, that was a very nice counter ult by their Invis, but Moon Knight out here putting work in with that ult. The Deadpool is looking really, really big at this Emma. The Emma goes down. Is the Emma gonna get revived? The Emma does get revived by the Rocket BRB. Our Deadpool has some upgrades going, but we're mid-fight. They break that wall. We're looking at a very, very low Emma Frost. Emma Frost goes down. The Phoenix goes down. They get 2 picks on the side of USC Upstate. Can they look for a third? Nah, we cannot get a third. This is a really, really good spot to hold for USC Upstate, though. They're kind of looking into the spawn just like they were doing, holding the first capture point. Oh, we almost have the Luna Snow ult. We almost have the Namor ult. The Luna Snow goes down right when she gets ult. Oh, no. Can the Invis keep this team up? Oh, the Deadpool's going in on the Invisible Woman. The Deadpool's about to die for... That was a very, very good punish out of USC Upstate. Can we use this Moon Knight ultimate? The Moon Knight ultimate goes down. Meepster gets 1. That Meepster gets 2 out of that ult. That's a massive play by our Moon Knight on USC Upstate side. We're looking at the Deadpool now. The Elsa goes down. Deadpool's absolute in the back. Deadpool goes down. We're looking at the Phoenix. The Phoenix dies. And that's a minute left on the clock. A lot of the breakables have kind of regenerated here. Now our Emma needs to look for building up a lot of charge here. Realistically, she doesn't have any. Oh, that's a big Invis ult, but they have a really, really strong Emma ult going out. That's an Emma ult from the side of USC Upstate. Are they able to capitalize on this? Oh, the Luna Snow goes down. 2 down, 3 down for USC Upstate. I don't think the Deadpool is not long for this world, and it's just the Namor running back to spawn. That's 10 seconds on the clock. If they can look for a really, really clutch touch on the point here, we might be able to salvage this and get out of here without them capturing the second point. That's a Luna Snow ult on to the point here. Can USC Upstate capitalize on this enough, though? Hey, we get 4 people onto the point. They're breaking the rocket ult. This is very, very good plays, but unfortunately they get 2 and they get no trades in return. There's 3, 4 down. That's a team fight win for Florida. They're going to cap this second point. Now, to be fair, they only have 1:30 left. So realistically, this could end either way. Is Florida going to full cap on this map here, or are we going to see a really, really good stall out of USC Upstate? USC Upstate has been looking really, really good in their stalls. I think it's realistically just they need to work a little bit on their positioning. They need to just back it up when they start to lose people. They need to back it up whenever it's looking like they need to do a lot better job at trapping ultimates. It feels like every time that the enemy team uses an ultimate, they immediately get a lot of value out of it. That's a fantastic ult. Can Namor get back? Namor gets back up. The Moon Knight goes down, but they get a trade on for one of Florida's tanks. Our Deadpool's looking very, very low. The supports are doing a fantastic job of keeping him alive. He gets a pick onto the opposing Deadpool. Can he get the pick onto this Phoenix? I would absolutely look at this right side. Oh, but he's about to get the pick. Look on this right side, and we just look at this Phoenix. If we can look at that invis that's kind of pocketing this Phoenix. Moon Knight is looking at a really, really good poke angle here. That's a kill onto the enemy invis, but our Emma goes down to the Phoenix. If we can just pick off this Phoenix, the Emma goes down, but she's gonna get revived by the rocket BRB. We've got ults here though. Emma uses ult, but so does our invis. Oh, but this is not good for the side of USC Upstate. We're in overtime. But that's a lot of ult usage from the side of Florida. As long as we can chill and play to our strengths. As long as we can just play to our strengths. Oh, our Emma goes down. But Deadpool is going to try to touch the point. Oh, but he was just a millisecond too late, and Florida full caps in overtime. It's currently 3-0, but Upstate gets a chance here to tie it up, potentially. I would love to see Upstate maybe change their comp around here, or maybe change the way that they're playing, just to play a little smarter, play a little more on their timing. Right now, it seems like they're playing a lot on Florida's timing, and I really don't like that. I really like if we controlled the pace, and we just managed everything and just kind of controlled the game on a more serious sense with a lot of angle control and a lot of like flanking and utilizing the space and the high grounds that are on this map. I think that we could see a really, really strong composition out of USC Upstate here. We just got to see if they're gonna lock it in, and they're gonna learn from that last round. We're going on to the mag, and Jelani pulls out the Iron Man. Doing super much, despite a lot of our boys being very, very grouped up. The Phoenix is looking. Oh my God! He knocks the Phoenix off of the map. About to die for. That was a very, very good push on USC Upstate. Can we use this Moon Knight ultimate? The Moon Knight ultimate goes down. Meepster gets one. That Meepster gets two out of that ult. That's a massive play by our Moon Knight on USC Upstate side. All right, pivoting into the boys currently playing the game. We see that we're still in the name where we're on triple DPS. We just got one tank on the Magneto. But low-key, I don't mind this. We're getting a lot of space taking here. We just need to be able to control this high ground angle. I think the Namor's probably up on the height. All we have to do is just use our shields properly, manage our space. If this mag can get a singular pick. Oh, this Namor's on a really, really good angle, but gets challenged by the Phoenix. Oh, they get a pick onto the Invisible Woman. And this is a massive ult out of Meepster. Meepster gets a kill with his ult. They get 3, 4 picks by USC Upstate. They're about to capture this point here. I don't know if Florida can go and contest. It's a really, really good stagger onto the Deadpool by USC Upstate, especially big shout to Meepster for that fantastic ult that took so much space for them and got 2 kills. This Iron Man is going for a really, really cheeky flank here. They get a pick. The Elsa gets a pick onto Meepster, which is really unfortunate. Oh, that's a big, big couple of ults from Florida. But realistically, if we can just hold our ults, hold our cooldowns by USC Upstate, and just kind of get a reset here, I think we completely just take over next fight. Oh, but they get a really, really good return trade onto the Elsa. This Luna needs to heal a lot of damage off right now. But luckily the Invis is back. We're looking at the Namor. If the Namor can get a really, really big whale here, that might turn the tide entirely about this fight. Oh, we see a big ult out of Elsa, but Meepster gets a pick, but they get him as a trade. That's a pretty big... Oh my god, Torian gets a kill. They get 2 kills on the side of USC Upstate. That's a really, really big Elsa ult. But they might be able to trade the Elsa out. They get the Deadpool, they kill the Elsa. And that's a point take for USC Upstate. They have 4 minutes on the clock here. This is so doable for the boys. All we have to do is just play it to the best of our abilities, kind of chill out a little bit. I understand that the boys can get really, really hyped up. I understand. I do the exact same thing in Overwatch. But honestly, I think we just need to just play to our strengths here, control these angles, and be very, very smart about our positioning here. This is a really, really strong power position from the Magneto. They're getting really, really good damage. That's a massive Moon Knight ult coming out from Mitch. There's 2, 3 low in the back line. We're looking at a very, very low Emma Frost. Oh, they're gonna kite out this rocket ult, but the rocket ult helps them get 2 picks onto the boys at USC Upstate. It's a really, really strong power position from Jelani onto the Deadpool, which I actually forgot to mention when he switched. Oh, there down goes the Namor. They needed to back out, like fully commit to the back out whenever that they weren't going to target that rocket amp. It's really unfortunate timing for them. However, we're looking at a really, really good hold. This is not a bad position to be in for USC Upstate. You can control this point very, very easily. All we have to do is just poke. Oh god, it's looking like they're gonna get pinched here. Oh, that's a massive ult by the Elsa. That is a team wipe for Florida. I think the boys just need to really, really lock in here and look at a lot of the positions around them. I think if they continue to neglect the fact that there's so much high ground on this map, they're going to set themselves up for failure. However, they're looking at a really, really good flank here. That's a very, very low. Oh my god, they get the pick onto the Punisher. Namor out here looking at this. Oh, they get the Emma ult out, but 2 ults come out from the side of USC Upstate. Meepster gets a pick onto the Invis, and they get the Emma, but she's gonna come back up. Oh no, she doesn't. It was looking like she was. Oh my god, they get 3 picks. They might be able to get all the way to checkpoint 2 here. They still have 1:40 on the clock. This is not bad. Even if they come to contest this with ultimates, they still have at least a good fight in them left. This is a fantastic hold. I think they use they use the Deadpool ults here. I think as long as we break this, nice. That's a really, really big break onto the... Oh, that's a fantastic Luna ult coming out from Smooth. That's a massive Deadpool ult coming out too. They get a pick onto the Elsa. Mitch gets traded out as Moon Knight. They get the trade for Mitch. Oh, but 2 of us go down and they revive the Punisher. Oh, that's a fight. That's going to be a fight loss. But that's okay. They still have a really, really big fight here. They have 1 minute left on the clock. As soon as they can just group up and play together and they just coordinate a bunch of the stuff. The only problem is that they have no ults up at the time. They have an Invis ult coming up soon. They have a Magneto ult and a Moon Knight ult coming up soon. But arguably 2 of their strongest ults, this Deadpool and this Luna, are down right now. They're looking at poking out this Punisher off of the turret. They get the turret. They need to look at their supports here. That's a really, really big pick onto the Emma. Oh, but our Invis goes down and the Elsa uses her ult but gets picked off by the Namor. Are they going to be able to get this pick onto the Punisher? The Punisher is absolutely 1 HP. The Punisher goes down. They're holding this very, very well, but the Punisher gets revived by the Rocket BRB. The Magneto goes down, but Meepster gets a pick onto the Invis, but Meepster gets picked by the Punisher. This is not looking good, but this is looking very, very close. Deadpool goes down, but Punisher gets our Namor. Oh, our Luna Snow goes down. This is a really, really strong ult out of the Invis. They just need to heal the Deadpool up. There's 3 on the point. They're gonna look for a kill onto the Invis. That is unfortunate. The timer on this overtime is going to tick down very, very slowly, but it's looking like... Oh, this is a really, really big hold by the Magneto, but I think the Magneto's going to go down. They're on the Venom, but it's just too little, too late, and that is the end of the second map, 3-1 to Florida. But hey, it's tied up 1-1. Realistically, our boys just needed to lock in a little bit on their positioning. Look at the fact that there's so much area around the point, and just focus up and focus priority targets. I think target prioritization and angle control are going to be the biggest things for us going forward into these later maps. Looking at the scoreboard here, we see that Meepster died a little bit more than he did on the first map, but he still has 35,000 damage. We're looking at 30,000 and 40,000 respectively out of Smooth and Torian. Looking at the side of Florida, we see that the Elsa pick was nuclear here with a 36-9, 25,000 damage and 16 final hits. This Elsa used a lot of really, really strong ults and had a lot of good flank potential and a lot of really, really good damage dealt to the people that absolutely were necessary to go down here at USC Upstate. They're really, really good at picking off our supports, taking down our DPS, letting the tanks just kind of fight in the front line, all while they're fighting from the back to the front. I would absolutely love to see the boys focus up here and be able to turn it around. That was a really, really harsh momentum shift, but I think the boys are very strong-willed, and they're very, very strong at just playing their game. So I think as long as we can just play our game, they're going to Spider Islands on Convoy. Let's see what this pick band selection is going to go out here. Okay, we're looking at putting Smooth on the Storm. We're looking at going for... They ban out the Moon Knight first. That was a really, really smart pick to ban for FIU. But we ban out the Gambit again. I can't be mad at a Gambit ban. They save the Rogue. That's a phenomenal save by USC Upstate. Jelani is a prodigy on this Rogue pick. I really, really love... It's an art form, honestly, to see Jelani on the Rogue pick. If we can go with Emma Rogue, Mag Rogue, even go back to what we did on map 1 and go Doctor Strange and Rogue, we're going to look at a really, really strong tank composition here. Let's see who they're going to save. They saved the Phoenix. I'm not actually mad at that. Their Phoenix was putting in a lot of work, but unfortunately for the Phoenix, she wasn't exactly doing as much heavy lifting as I was expecting here. Phoenix seems like a very, very strong pick. They ban out the Doctor Strange, which, I mean, I kind of expected. They ban out the Elsa on the side of USC Upstate. That's really, really good for the Elsa player on FIU. Like I said before while we were looking at the scoreboards, that Elsa was getting a lot of really, really strong ults, getting a lot of good flanks, and getting a lot of picks. So seeing the Elsa ban come out and adapting the strategy on the side of USC Upstate is a really, really good idea here. They save the Invis, which is really, really good because I really like Torian on the Invis. Just as Jelani is a very, very strong pick on the Rogue, I feel like Torian has the exact same kind of strengths on the Invis. However, if they don't ban the Jeff here, they might be able to lock in a Jeff Storm team up. Only time will tell. They don't save anyone for their last save on the side of Florida. Was that a mistake? Or did they just... They ban out the Cloak and Dagger. That not looking like a mistake. They just legitimately did not save anyone. Wow. A very interesting show of confidence from Florida International, but unfortunately, I think it would have been smarter to save some people. I mean, realistically, we knew that they might have known that Upstate was going to ban the Bucky out. Meepster comes out on the Star-Lord, and I really, really like to see that. Are we looking at a triple support here? No, we go for the Namor. I'm a really, really big fan of Gustav's Namor here. Oh, he picks the Daredevil. All right, and we're still looking at a Jeff Luna backline. very intriguing coming out of USC Upstate. I'm not sure I expected us to go on the Mag Rogue Jeff. But Daredevil Rogues are really, really strong, especially what they have the ability to pocket the divers on the side of USC Upstate with the very, very long-ranged heals and the bubbles coming out from the Jeff, as well as he's so slippery he can go assist with the damage on these dives. Additionally, the Luna Snow can hold the backline together, just kind of cement our really, really strong positioning here. I see them come out on the Groot. They've got what looks to be a Deadpool. It looks like they have a tank pool. They've got an invis here. Oh, that's a massive pick onto the Rocket Raccoon as soon as he walks out of spawn. Oh, wait, they have a Wolverine too. I'm not seeing Wolverine being played in a very, very long time. This is a really, really good start from USC Upstate. We've built half ults for 3 of our 6. And Rogue is not going to be super, super far behind, and neither is the Luna Snow. The Star-Lord's looking like he's going to go down, though. They get the pick onto the enemy Phoenix, but the Phoenix comes back up from the Rocket BRB. The Groot's very, very low here. If maybe they can focus out this Groot, they might be able... Oh, that was a really, really big invis ult, and they get the pick onto the Star-Lord. Oh, they get the Groot wall, and Jeff can only do so much here. Oh, he's getting a really, really, really strong heals here. But unfortunately, these Groot walls are just massive here. And the Magneto goes down. It's really, really unfortunate. Oh, God. We're Jeff ulting. But we get 1. Oh, and he gets the kill. Oh, we can look for a really, really, really strong Star-Lord ult here as soon as they come out on the next fight. This is really, really good poke here. They're poking them out. They're bringing them all the way back to the spawn, just like in these power positions. I would love to see if they would just challenge some of this high ground. This is really, really good out of Mitch. I'm really, really liking this. He might be looking for an ult here. He looks for an ult here. There's nobody to be found, but he locks onto the Phoenix. The Phoenix goes down. That's a really, really strong little ult. They get 2. The Phoenix comes back up from the Rocket BRB. Are they going to be able to go onto this Groot and kill the Groot? The Groot is going 1. Dead. They're looking at the Deadpool here. The Deadpool is absolutely 1 health. The Deadpool goes down. Meepster is going nuclear on this Star-Lord pick. I'm really, really happy with this Star-Lord pick here, honestly. I haven't actually seen a lot of Meepster Star-Lord, but I mean, hey, he is cooking. Somebody get him a Michelin star. We've got 2 ults on the side of USC Upstate. Daredevil is out here challenging the enemy Deadpool. I really like to see that, just being able to shut down angle. That's a massive ult out of the Deadpool, or out of the Daredevil on the side of UC Upstate. That's a massive support ult coming out from Florida. They get the pick onto the Deadpool. Deadpool dies, but this is about to be a big eat for Torian. Torian grabs 3. Is he going to go off with them? He goes off with them and gets 3 picks. Another fantastic. They swap this fantastic and he dies. Star-Lord goes down, but they get the return pick onto the Deadpool. This is a massive fight win for USC Upstate. A minute left on the clock. Currently, we only have 2 people kind of contesting this point. They just need to give this space here. Just walk this back, but be able to build ults. Star-Lord has a really big ult. I would love to see him flank off to the left here and just be able to... We get the patty cake out from the Luna Snow. That's a big Phoenix ult. It gets the pick onto our Magneto, but we have the Rogue ult coming out. Or maybe not the Rogue ult. Oh my God, that's a massive pick by Meepster onto the Invis. Is he gonna get a second? Is he gonna get a second? He gets a second onto the Mr. Fantastic. Oh, but Meepster gets picked out by the Phoenix, but they get a return trade from Jelani onto the Rocket. They get 2. Jelani gets 2. That's what I was talking about from the Rogue pick out of Jelani. We love to see it. Oh, and he's stealing the Groot wall. He walls the Groot off. Are they going to be able to get a pick onto these 2 people? Oh, they get... Oh, that's 2 picks by Florida. This is a really, really strong Luna ult here, though. Let's see if we can kind of chill out here. This Fantastic just wastes his ult. Doesn't really do much. The Fantastic gets the pick onto Meepster. That's a really, really unfortunate stagger. I think they might have to just abandon this. Rogue is about to have ult, though. We're looking at Deadpool, or not Deadpool. We're looking at Daredevil, looking for a flank here. Oh, and Rogue pulls out the ult and goes nuclear, gets the pick onto the Invis. The Invis comes back up from the BRB. They get a pick onto the Phoenix. Oh, but our Luna Snow goes down. That's a really, really big eat by Torian. He gets 2 here. He goes off with them. I think realistically he could have just spat them out. Oh, but Rogue's gonna go down here, and I think they're going to capture this final point, or this, I think they're gonna capture this first point here on the side of Florida. Oh, this is a fantastic play. That's a massive ult coming out from our Daredevil. They get a kill onto the enemy Deadpool. They're pushing here. All they need to do is just keep this Daredevil alive. That's a really, really strong fight onto this Phoenix, and just get this Phoenix out. This is a really, really strong healing. If we could just keep this Magneto up. I think the Magneto's gonna go down. The Jeff goes down. They kill Star-Lord. They cancel his ult. And Invis goes down. Invis comes back up. Jelani goes down on the Rogue pick. They're gonna get first point. That's 2.5 minutes on the clock. I feel like we honestly just kind of started positioning a little poorly. We got a little overconfident. I think our guys would benefit a lot from just knowing when to back out and when to be able to actually properly engage on a very, very strong power position. This is a really, really good high ground challenge from the Daredevil. He's sitting here waiting just to make sure there's no flankers, there's no off angles being pushed. But I would love to see more off angles being taken by USC Upstate. It seems like so far they're all just kind of grouping. This is a massive fight here. All they have to do is just get, oh, they get a pick onto the Invis. Can they get another? Oh, Daredevil goes down by the Phoenix. This is a big rocket ult. As long as they can break it though. Jelani very, very close to ult. This is a really, really strong ult out of the Luna. And Jelani uses the Rogue ult. He's about to get one. It does not. The Invis gets out. Are they going to be able to take that? Oh, down goes the Magneto. We're looking at a fantastic ult here. And I think this is going to be a fight loss for USC Upstate. I feel like they cycled ults a lot stronger on the side of Florida. But we almost have 3 ults on top of the ult we have currently up from Jeff the Land Shark. I would love to be able to see a really, really big eat here on Jeff's side. Especially if he can get 3 and go down. That's perfectly fine because that knocks out half. Oh, but this is going to be a really, really bad spot to be in for the Star-Lord. The Star-Lord goes down to the Emma ult. That's 2 down to the Emma ult. That's a really, really strong Phoenix ult. Oh, he only eats the rocket and goes down. And I think this is looking like a 0.2 capture for Florida. Our boys need to lock it in here. We need to challenge a lot of really, really aggressive power positions without being too aggressive and intentionally feeding our lives. Oh, this is about to be a really, really strong Star-Lord ult. Oh, that's a really, really big force out for the... They have no support ults, from what it seems. This is a really, really bad fight for the Magneto. The Magneto's looking like he's going to go down here. The Lizzo keeps him alive by barely, but the Star-Lord goes down. It's a 5v6. The Rogue goes down. Patty Cake comes out, but Magneto goes down. Jelani switches to Emma Frost here. This is a really, really strong switch, I think. I feel like this is going to be a lot better equipped to deal with some of the really, really big problems that are coming out of the side of Florida. Additionally, we also have 2 ults with a 3rd one coming up on the way. Jelani is very, very low, but he gets healed up by the supports on the side of USC Upstate. The Daredevil almost gets that BRB out. The thing's probably going to come up, get revived. Oh, but they get a really, really good trade out back from getting the Emma. There's a really, really good poke damage out. Oh, we swapped to the Penny. We're body blocking the Mr. Fantastic. He's ulting in. Penny swap from Stefan. Can they get this? Oh, they get the pick onto the Mr. Fantastic. They use 2 ults here. They have 2 more ults. 2 more coming up. They swap the Punisher from the side of Meepster. Are they going to be able to get a pick here? They get a peek. They get a pick onto the Emma. All we got to do is just look at this Phoenix. The Invis uses ult. They get a pick onto the Phoenix. This is a really, really strong ult from the Emma. We can just look at this Invis. Get their supports out. That's a big pick onto the thing. Rocket goes down. That's 4. Thing gets revived. I think that Phoenix is gonna go down. They swap to the Angela. The Angela's gonna. The Angela goes down, and that is a fight win almost while they get to 3rd point. This is a really, really strong swaps from USC Upstate. We love to see it. The way that they almost swapped around the entire comp and were able to turn it back on a complete 180 and just bring it back. It was looking like they were going to cap they were going to full cap, hit 3rd point, and it was going to be a really, really tough map. But honestly, the picks and the swaps out from USC Upstate were really, really strong. I really liked Jelani going to the Emma. I really liked Stefan going to the Penny Parker. All right, it's looking like we might go for a Storm. Let's see what we end up picking. On the side of USC Upstate, it's looking like we're going to go for the Sharknado.
I mean, Mac broke that first, but it's like for you guys, not gonna be able to take the space that I have. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. I'm a hero. But if we run straight to a Mac,
It's almost dead.
All right, we're looking at a really, really strong brawl comp. They might be able to get a pick out from. Oh, we're really, really feeling. They have a Hawkeye on the side of Florida. I think USC Upstate. Oh, unfortunately, the Hawkeye gets a really, really strong pick onto the Punisher. I think realistically, USC Upstate needs to look, especially at trying to go down to killing their supports and just chunking them out entirely, so that way they have no healing to go down on the side of USC Upstate. Stefan goes on to the Magneto pick here. I really like to see it. We're still on the Jeff Storm team up. I don't know if I really like the Invis pick here, but I'm willing to trust it. I'm willing to trust that this is going to be a massive play here. If they can, oh, the Deadpool comes back. They get a pick onto the Hawkeye. A bunch of ults are coming out here. This is a really, really strong Invis ult. But the enemy Enema is just... Oh my god, they get 3 picks. Both of the tanks and the Punisher go down. This is just a really, really... You're just going to have to kite this out here. I would love to see USC Upstate kite out a lot of these strong ults like the Emma ult. But now that the Emma ult's gone, we could see a Sharknado here. Especially to break this point. We see the Amplify come out from the Storm. Oh, it's looking like the Emma's gonna go down. The Emma goes down. Are they going to use the ults here to capitalize on that pick? This is a really, really big ult combination they get to. They're about to get 3. Do they get to 3? They don't get to 3rd. Oh, but the Emma's really, really low. The Emma goes down. This is a really, really big amp. They're gonna get the Phoenix. That's looking like a very, very strong fight win, and we still have 4 ults. That is a fantastic ult rotation from the side of USC Upstate. As long as they can kill this rocket's gonna go down here. That's a strong stagger. They get the first point. almost 4 minutes on the clock. That's another really, really good pick by Torian. Deadpool falls off the map. I'm confused there. What happened? We need to be very, very cautious because it's looking like the side of Florida is going to have a lot of ults up here too. They're going to have the rocket ult that our team's going to need to burst down, especially we're going to want to save this storm amp for breaking the amp onto, like, breaking the amp from the rocket. Are we about to see a Punisher ult come out here? Oh, the Emma hits a really, really hard ult. Oh, they used 3 ults there. That's a good trade, but oh, they get 3. We're gonna have to chill out here. This is gonna be a really, really good regroup. We need to see just how tough this is really gonna be for USC Upstate to get. They're gonna essentially have to full cap here on this Spider Islands. We have both support ults up, and we're looking at the Storm ult. We can go for the Jeff NATO again. This is going to be a really, really good break open, especially considering the Emma should not have ult. If we can hit the Jeff NATO here, this is going to be a really, really... Oh, wait, this is really, really good invis ult. Oh, they get a pick. They get 2 picks onto both of the tanks. One of the tanks comes back. Mitch goes down. I don't know how he dies here. Oh, the Phoenix is very, very low. Are they going to be able to get the Phoenix? The Storm goes down, and this is going to looking like it's... Oh, this bad news for USC Upstate. The tank mag goes down. We're going to have to kite out of this. I feel like realistically, if we just use the Jeff NATO here, we might have been able to cap the second. Okay, we're still looking at a lot of ults being built by USC Upstate. Oh, the rocket amp comes out. It's up top and nobody's looking at it. This is a minute left on the clock for USC Upstate. We need to look at using these ults here and taking a lot of space, but we need to make sure that we cycle them properly so we don't use all 6 at once and we're just out of luck for pushing to third. I would love to see a Sharknado come out to break this point open, get a pick or 2, and be able to force them either out entirely. This is a really, really good shotgun, and Namor is absolute. He dies. That's 3 ults, 4 ults on the side of USC Upstate. This is what I was for. 5 ults on the side of USC Upstate. This is exactly what I was afraid of. That's exactly what I was afraid of. They use every ult except for the Emma. The Storm goes down. Is the mag overextended here? Both the DPS are down on the side of USC Upstate. There, down goes the Magneto. Are we going to be able to use a really, really strong Emma ult here and get some kills? We have to. Forcing the overtime onto the cart. Emma's very, very low on HP. Emma goes down. Are they going to be able to touch on the side of USC Upstate? Punisher and Storm trying to hit the contest. Jeff out here just being a nuisance on the cart, but it's not going to work super, super long for him. They try to swap to the last minute Venom to try to get onto the point, but unfortunately that is going to be the end of Spider Islands. 2-1 to Florida. Angela? I think that was their Emma player. Ended up getting MVP there. Yeah, that person was going nuclear. 38 and 12, 62,000 damage blocked, 30,000 damage dealt. Did more damage than their DPS and the entirety of our USC Upstate boys. Realistically, I would love to see us again I hate to sound like a broken record, but I would love to see some really strong angle control. Some really strong calming your ults, being chill, and just calming it down. I think we definitely need to just play it slower, play it a lot better on the side of caution and being able to what's it called? And being able to hold space rather than letting them take it. All right. It's looking like we're about to look at some replays. Well, we kind of figure out an audio issue here. Liking this? He might be looking for an ult here. He looks for an ult here. All right, so here we look at one of the very big ults from Meepster on the Star-Lord, getting a really good pick onto the Phoenix and getting two there. The Phoenix comes back, but it's okay because they get the Groot and they really just put work in on this fight, especially with this Deadpool just going and immediately kind of inting there. This is a really good teamwork from the side of Magneto and from the side of this Star-Lord. And here we look at Torian with a really big 3-man ult as Jeff, throwing them all off the map with him, and then somehow like mind controlling Mr. Fantastic to go off the map too. And then here we look at the big Jeff NATO here getting 2, almost getting 3, but it was okay because it put a massive amount of pressure on the enemy team. They get the 3rd pick there, and that was honestly what we needed in the later parts of the map. So realistically, I would love to see some big kind of ults coordination. I'd love to see some angles being taken that they wouldn't expect. The biggest reason that Elsa went nuclear on map 2 was just especially due to the fact that she was able to just get behind everybody and use a really strong ult. But alright, we're back in the ban phase. It's looking like they're going to burn into T'Challa on domination. The Moon Knight and the Gambit both get banned here. We're waiting. They save the Doctor Strange. Thank God. This Strange is fantastic. And we're not talking about Mr. Alright, the Elsa gets saved. That's fine. The Elsa is a really good pick for Florida, but honestly, I don't expect to see them do too much on this map. They ban the Rogue out, so Jelani is unable to play Rogue. It's unfortunate. It's either the Strange gets banned or the Rogue gets banned. They banned the Phoenix, which is a very good ban. It's a very good ban. And they save the Cloak and Dagger. I really like Cloak and Dagger on this map. There's so many lanes that you can control just by pressuring, using your ult, having the windows up, swapping to Cloak and doing some damage. And Dagger's bubbles are just really strong for healing. They saved the Namor, which honestly I'm not mad at. They banned the Storm. We saw the Storm for a little bit, but even then, the Storm just is gone. But they banned the Hela out. No Bucky ban, which is a little on the terrifying side. I'm not sure if... I'm not really sure if they have any Bucky players, but because we haven't realistically had the chance to see it. But it's looking like we're going to a pretty like strong composition here. We've got the Strange. We're gonna probably go for the Emma. We've got Punisher. We've got Namor. We've got Cloak, and we've got Invis. overall, I'm not mad at the draft coming out of USC Upstate. I really like to see the I really like to see the picks here. Now, the only thing is that if the enemy team has a Bucky, this team doesn't actually do too bad. We go off the Namor and onto Daredevil, which is very interesting. I really liked his Daredevil in the last map, but realistically, I don't mind. I don't mind this. Oh, and they challenge this angle. They have an Emma on the enemy team. They have a Deadpool. They've got the Elsa. They've got the Rocket. I'm very surprised that we didn't actually ban Rocket on the side of USC Upstate. Especially considering it would have been very strong here to shut down this Rocket pick, because there's a very good chance that this Rocket is a one-trick. I know a lot of hero shooter players really like their one-tricking. Rocket's a very fun character. We're looking at a really strong fight out here so far from USC Upstate. 60% to ult on the invis, almost 60% to ult on the cloak and dagger. This is really good chip damage. I would love to see this Daredevil. Yes, I would love to see this Daredevil break that BRB. The BRB is gone. Are we going to get a kill onto the Stormlord? Stormlord? Starlord. There we go. Oh, unfortunately, Daredevil goes down. But we have both support ults. The Emma ult is coming up very soon. The enemy Emma ult gets used. But we get her through the ult, and the Invis ult is massive here. The Deadpool is gonna go down. That's both tanks down for FIU. Now, I'd love to see a stagger here of some sort. I'm not sure if they can make it happen. The Star-Lord is very killable. But he gets out. Star-Lord just has so much mobility. I think that's another thing that USC Upstate tends to struggle with, is just against a bunch of mobile characters, they kind of they get a little lost. That's a really good pick onto the Elsa. This is a big ult. Are they going to be able to get the Rocket here? The Rocket's just hiding behind that pillar. Ooh, very low. That, oh my god. BRB reses the Star-Lord. This is going to be a really good ult if we can use it on the Doctor Strange. The Doctor Strange ult doesn't do very much. That's a 99% hold for USC Upstate, and it's looking like they're going to lose this fight, but that's okay. That's a really good progress on their first push. Because remember, they've been holding this the entire map. If they can just get a retake, get a little quick retake, they can tie this series up, especially considering the fact that I feel like their domination is very strong.
Don't not die. I'm not.
Don't pop yet. Do not pop yet. Pop now. Kill them. I'm lagging behind. Kill her.
Alright, so far this is a very kind of stressful poke phase, but the Daredevil might be able to hit a really strong ult here. I'd wait out this Invis ult. The Emma gets revived by the BRB. The big Daredevil pops the ult. It's about to get two. They get two. Can he get a third? Star-Lord goes down. The Daredevil gets 3 picks. They're gonna get the 4th onto this Emma. And this Deadpool. This Deadpool goes down too. This is a fantastic retake, and it's looking like this is going to be a win for USC Upstate on this first round. That's a really good round. We needed that momentum. Next, we're going to Warrior Falls, which is a really finicky map as well. But honestly, I like to see it. There's so much high ground. There's so much angle pressure that you can have on this. I would love to see them just start throwing out some good angle control, some good pressure. just not ego challenging any of their really, really strong players like their Elsa. So far, that was a masterclass round on the side of USC Upstate, and we'd love to see that the Punisher and the Doctor Strange ult are imminent. Now, unfortunately, they have 4 ults down, but I'm not very certain how many ults are still up on the side of FIU. I think we'll definitely see. This is going to be a really, really, like, mixy cross. This is a really, really strong shield. Good angle pressure. They've got 2 people on the height. This is a really, really strong. That's a big ult. That's 2 kills, 3 kills, 4. They res the Elsa, but that's okay. They get the comeback trade. That's still a big 4-piece from that one singular Punisher ult. You love to see it. I really like this angle hold on the side of the Doctor Strange in USC Upstate. Stefan's going kind of massive here. Oh, he drops down from it, though. This is pretty good, though. I really like that he's kind of holding main. This is a really, really good rewrap onto this angle, especially with the Daredevil coming up to support him. They're all looking straight back. We're going to get a massive stun out from Stefan. That's 1 kill. That's almost 2. We're looking at 2 here on the Emma. 2. Emma goes down. They have a thing. The thing's looking like it's going to go down. The Glotrox comes out and gets 2, 3.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're looking like they're about to get out, though. That's a massive invis ult, but unfortunately it gets 4. Unfortunate. The Punisher picks up the 2 that were just kind of straggling from that Glotrox. And down goes the other 2 remaining members of USC Upstate. And that's a take on the point from FIU. Now, realistically, what I would like to see here is playing very, very smart ults, doing exactly what this Daredevil is doing. I wish that Punisher would kind of go on a very, very, like, sketchy off angle and just kind of pick off backlines. Oh, down goes both of the tanks. Daredevil's just kind of sitting there. I mean, that's fair enough, both your tanks are dead.
Hold now, hold now, hold now, hold now, hold now. Here we go. Oh, the walls. We got that by now. We got that by now.
Oh, this is an insane. Oh, but the environmental just kind of screws the boys over, but it's okay because there's 2 very, very low. If they can get this is a massive cloak and dagger ult, they just need to play in it. This Doctor Strange goes down, so does the Punisher. We just need to play very, very strategic here. We can go for a really, really big Daredevil ult here. Daredevil gets 1 onto the Punisher. The thing is very, very low. If we can look at a pick onto their backline. Oh, but unfortunately, he goes down and the Punisher gets the revive from the BRB. Again, I keep repeating it because it continuously proves truer and truer. If we would just stop focusing main and send a couple people on an off-angle adventure and get a lot of really, really strong pinches and just get some picks, I think that would be a massive, massive play on the side of USC Upstate, especially considering they need something really, really desperate now. They don't have much time. The time is running out. This is a really... Oh, he gets pushed. He gets pushed away from what was looking to be a really, really strong ult. The Glotrox brings 3 off the map. And that's going to look like a fight win for FIU. And this looks like they're going to take this second round. Wow, that Elsa ult was phenomenal. It was a really, really close round, though. Realistically, I feel like if the boys would have just held a better position, I think we would have looked at a map win instead of a 1-1 tie-up on this Burn into T'Challa map. However, there's still 3rd round left on this map. Don't count our boys out just yet.
Exactly. I was gonna say the exact same thing. Literally just go for the invis. Like I feel like the map line is not that
I feel like realistically, I wanna see this Daredevil get in the back. I would love to see if the USC Upstate boys could practice some Thor, maybe some Cap, and just be able to not only rely on the Rogue for their backline dive pressure. I mean, you could probably go Venom here too, but I'm not sure just how well Venom will do. I feel like this composition from USC Upstate just looks at a lot of playing front to back, being able to out-brawl, but unfortunately it's looking like FIU is running an even stronger brawl.
Walk behind Crystal, walk behind Crystal, walk behind Crystal. Not LS. Alright, no turret now, no turret now.
Oh, the turret comes out on the Punisher. They're still on the exact same composition on FIU side. We're looking for the Punisher ult. Punisher ult comes out. They use the Invis ult to counter. It looks like the Punisher's gonna go down. Our Punisher goes down. That's a really, really big pick for FIU. Especially considering we don't really have, I mean, we have 2 ults coming up, but they're not there just yet. That's a big Cloak and Dagger ult out. The Daredevil goes down to the shotgun, but they get the Rocket ult in return, and it's not looking good. I don't think that Cloak and Dagger ult is going to be able to, oh, that's a massive Emma ult here, and it's hitting so many people, but he gets stun knocked up, and he's gonna go down, but Meepster gets a pick onto the Elsa. This might still be kind of winnable. If this Punisher can just go down, then we just need to kill their supports. Oh, but the thing hits a really, really strong ult here. And so does Emma, and it's looking like we're on the back end here. That was the first cap, though. So realistically, we still have a lot of time. We just need to play patiently. And we keep running toward the exact same angle. I would love to see out of our rivals boys just some off angling, some flanking, get that Rocket and get that Invis out of the game. They're putting in absolute work. We go onto the Bucky out of Gustav. Oh, but that's a massive, massive Glotrox. And it comes back and they get 4 people on the side of FIU. That 5 go down and the only one still left is the Bucky. Can he get out here? He gets out and he runs back to spawn. This is a terrifying amount of hold from FIU's team here. The Thing pick, especially paired up with this Emma, is really, really strong. And this Elsa is very, very good at hitting really strong brawl ults. Oh, they're looking at a very, very harsh play up on this top height. That's a massive stun out from Stefan. Can we see the Doctor Strange get some very, very meaningful kills here? That's a kill. That's a big Punisher diff, but the Strange goes down. Can they kill this Thing here? The Thing is absolute. He dies. That's a tank down. That's a DPS down. He gets brought back, and the Invis ult comes up. The Elsa goes down. All we have to do is just... That's a really, really good shred onto the... Oh, but he's getting peeked by this. The Emma ult comes out, but I don't know if it's going to be enough here. Cloak and Dagger ult comes out. He just needs to kind of play in it. Oh, but unfortunately he gets put down into the pit. This Deadpool coming out. Oh, but he's looking like he's going to die here. He dies to the Elsa. This Invis is playing really, really aggressive, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. They're gonna portal out here. Can they portal? He gets the touch. He gets the touch.
Grab me.
It's a really, really good portal here. Oh, the enemy Emma is 1. Can he get... Oh, he gets back in. Oh, the Emma comes out. The Emma is 1. They can look at the Thing here. Thing is half health. Oh, Torian goes down. That's 1 support down for USC Upstate. And it's not looking like... Oh, the Invis comes out on the side of FIU. They get 2 picks. 3 picks. And it's looking like this is going to be a wrap it up from FIU. The Punisher's going to go down here. He's the only one left on point. And that is it. Burn and T'Challa goes to FIU Blue, ending the series at 3-1 FIU. Overall, some really, really good plays out of the boys, but unfortunately, we just got a little unlucky here. It looks like they were just very able to capitalize on getting picks, taking different, different height levels, taking different angles, and being able to pressure out the important people on the team of USC Upstate, especially considering even in the ban system. Looking at the scoreboard here, we got Meepster out here with 10 deaths. We're looking 23,000 damage though out of Meepster. That's really not bad. But overall, a really, really good game played on the side of USC Upstate. However, unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're able to take the win here. Now, that map 1 looked fantastic. But we just needed to pull it together, keep that momentum, keep that pacing up, and we needed to just play our game. But unfortunately, it just didn't end up going the way that we intended it to. But that's looking like that's going to be it from the Marvel Rivals stream here at USC Upstate. It's kind of looking, it kind of looked a little, it looked very promising. We had a lot of really, really good plays. I don't think the boys should feel down or out about anything. Because at the end of the day, it takes a lot of courage, a lot of strength to come out here and play like this too. So big ups to the boys, big ups to the Rivals team. But I do think that is going to be the end of this Rivals stream. Now, I would like to point out that this is not the end of the week for USC Upstate. Big Raviolio and my Overwatch boys are going to be playing tomorrow on stream at 8 p.m. again. Come out and watch us play against Pace, Citron Gold. This is our last regular season game. So far, we're 5-1. Let's hope that we can get a win, make it 6-1. But I mean, hey, I hope to see you guys all here for that game. But peace out. And after this, we're gonna be looking at a little bit of the highlights. But that's been it for me. It's been your boy Raviolio signing out. Enjoy these highlights. Doing super much, despite a lot of our boys being very, very grouped up. The Phoenix is looking. Oh my God! He knocks the Phoenix off of the map. Liking this. He might be looking for an ult here. He looks for an ult here. There's nobody to be found, but he locks onto the Phoenix. The Phoenix goes down. That's a really, really strong little ult. They get to. The Phoenix comes back up from the Rocket BRB. Are they going to be able to go onto this Groot and kill the Groot? The Groot is going one. Dead. They're looking at the Deadpool here. The Deadpool is absolutely one health. The Deadpool goes down. Meepster is going nuclear on here to capitalize on that pick.
Good job.
This is a really, really big ult combination they get to. They're about to get 3. Do they get to 3? They don't get to 3rd. Oh, but the Emma's really, really low. The Emma goes down. This is a really, really big amp. They're going to get the Phoenix. Doing super much, despite a lot of our boys being very, very grouped up. The Phoenix is looking. Oh my God, he knocks the Phoenix off of the map. About to die for. That was a very, very good punish out of USC Upstate. Can we use this Moon Knight ultimate? The Moon Knight ultimate goes down. Meepster gets 1. That Meepster gets 2 out of that ult. That's a massive play by our Moon Knight on USC Upstate side. We're looking at the Doom. We're looking at the. They've got 2 people on the height. This is a really, really strong. That's a big ult. That's 2 kills, 3 kills, 4. They res the Elsa, but that's okay. They get the comeback trade. That's still a big 4-piece from that one singular Punisher ult. out this Invis ult. The Emma gets revived by the BRB. The big Daredevil pops the ult. It's about to get 2. They get 2. Can he get a 3rd? Star-Lord goes down. The Daredevil gets 3 picks. They're gonna get the 4th onto this Emma and this Deadpool. This Deadpool goes down too. Oh, they get a pick onto the Invisible Woman. And this is a massive onk out of Meepster. Meepster gets a kill with his ult. They get 2, they get 3, 4 picks by USC Upstate. They're about to capture this point here. I don't know if Florida can go and contest. It's a really good stagger onto the Deadpool by USC Upstate, especially